Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back to another episode of What Will I Be Watching? This time we're talking about the fall 2022 lineup and the animes that I watched during that time. We've got 16 to get through, so I'm just gonna jump right in, and I'm not gonna give a whole lot of explanation on most of these. My Hero Academia season six. This season was awesome. Season six is actually amazing. Season six is incredible, so that is absolutely a must watch. Um, Spy Family season two, also a must watch. Chainsaw Man a must watch. Everybody has seen Chainsaw Man. It's great. Um, let's see. Um, Uzaki-chan season two that is a must watch. Iruma-kun season three, a must watch. All right, now we're on to now I believe we're on to original animes. All right. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Yeah. Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time Season 2. It's better than Season 1. It's better than Season 1 because it introduced three characters that were actually kind of entertaining. One of them is this yandere, is like Peter Grill's little sister, who's like a yandere, and she's known to like rip the balls off of any man who cheats. So he's like absolutely doing his best to make sure she never finds out. Um, and then there's this mechanic dwarf girl. She's a pretty entertaining character. She was a pretty entertaining character for all of the two episodes she was in. And then there's this goblin girl. There's this goblin girl who has probably the most unique design I've ever seen for a goblin. Like, I've never seen a goblin be drawn to be a tall, busty woman, a tall, curvaceous, voluptuous woman. Like, she's just green. That's the abnormality. She's green. So, but yeah, she was pretty fun. She was a pretty fun character. So yeah, that one's fine. That one was fine. So I would say cautiously recommend that one. Come on, I need this. Come on, here we go. Next is Bibliophile Princess. I'm gonna be honest. I watched this, but I can't remember it. I know I watched it. I recognize the two main characters, and I know I remember watching the series. I can't remember what happens. I honest to God cannot remember what happens in the series. So yeah, it did not leave an impact. So that's not too good. So I would say don't recommend. Management of a Novice Alchemist. It's a moe anime. Cute girls doing cute things. Cute anime girls doing cute things. So, I mean, it wasn't bad. I don't think it was anything great. So cautiously recommend, I guess. Let's see. Immoral Guild. This is the Anatai. Anime and hentai. This is the Anatai for the season. And not as good as the others that we've had. Not as good as the others that we've had. It's I can't really recommend it, to be honest. Most of the characters in this are not even that good. Most of the characters are really not that interesting. So can't really recommend it. Then next is I've somehow gotten stronger when I improved my farm related skills. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember most of what happens in this one either. I remember I liked a handful of the characters. There were a few characters I enjoyed in this, and I remember liking the animation style. I thought it was very pretty. I thought the way they did the backgrounds and the way they drew the different the different like fruits and veggies that he grows. I thought the way they animated that stuff was very nice. And I remember thinking that the music was very calming and very relaxing. And that's it. So, but I remember I did enjoy it. I just don't remember most of what happens in it. I would say cautiously recommend that one, to be honest. Love flops. Okay, I went into this one. With like expecting something interesting. Where on the way to school, on the way to this new school, he has fateful encounters with five different girls. He has fateful encounters with 5 different girls, and then over the course of the next 24 hours, he is confessed to by each of those five girls. And then his father basically forces him to live with each of them, and tells him that those five girls are actually the 5 potential marriage partners for him, because his father runs a big company, and so like he wants his son to hurry up and get married. And so he's like, these are your 5 potential marriage partners, so pick one. And if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure one of them is actually a boy. And then another one is like his teacher. One of them is a trap, and another one is just straight up his teacher. So, an actual forbidden romance that his dad is encouraging. And it gets really weird. Like, it starts off great, and then the last 3 episodes, it gets weird. It gets really, really weird. And, it just, the ending of the series is not good. Okay, it's just not. It's not good. So I can't say I recommend it. I do not recommend that one. We got 5 more. We got 5 more to get through. So next up is I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss. This is one of my favorite villainess animes that I've seen so far. Because she basically tames she basically gets the final boss to fall in love with her. She knows the game that she's in. And she gets betrayed by. She's supposed to be betrayed by her fiance, and she's supposed to be betrayed by her fiance, he cancels their engagement, and then a few months later he announces his engagement to the protagonist of the dating sim, and banishes her. And so she basically goes to who the final boss is supposed to be, who is supposed to be like the older brother of the prince who just dumped her. And so she goes there, and basically she knows all about his backstory. She knows all about his, all about how to actually win his heart, and so she does. She wins his heart, and then on the day when she's supposed to be banished, here comes the final boss. Here comes the final boss announcing that he's going to marry her. Um, and now that he actually has, a reason to not hate humanity. Now, he had a reason to hate humanity before, but now he has a reason to not hate humanity because his soon-to-be wife is a human, and she likes humanity. So he has a reason to not destroy humanity, and so now that he has a reason to hate humanity, and he actually starts to take his job as a prince very seriously, and then people start to think, oh, he might be better suited to be king than the other prince. And so it goes very political, but the main character she's not an idiot. She actually plans a lot of this stuff out, and she knows every detail about the different games, and so she's like, okay, here's my plan. I'm going to do this, this, and this, and this. And it's refreshing. It's refreshing to see that the main character, she has a game plan. She knows what she's doing. She's not an idiot. She's not an idiot, and she's not someone who's like, oh, what if I do this? Will this have any effect? I don't know. She's like, no, I know exactly how to change things in my favor. I've played this game so many times, I know exactly what to do. So everything she does is intentional, and that's fantastic. So, I would say it's a must-watch. Beast Tamer, entertaining series. Dude has a beast tamer. Dude has a beast tamer skill. He gets kicked out of his party. He gets kicked out of the hero's party, and he finds out that his beast tamer skill isn't just for like low-level monsters. It's also for spirit beasts. He can tame spirit beasts, which are like insanely powerful god tier beasts with godly abilities, and so he's able to tame them. Gets a whole harem of them. And then wipes the floor with the hero party, and then he basically starts going on all the adventures that the hero's party was supposed to go on, and basically takes all the glory away from the hero. And so people start to see him as the hero instead. Like the goddess specifically chose. The goddess or god, whatever, the gods specifically chose this guy to be the hero, and the main character is like, nah. Nah, I'm just gonna ignore God's plan. I'm just gonna ignore God's plan for this guy, and I'm gonna be the hero. Even if the gods say I'm not, I'm still gonna be the hero in the eyes of the world. So yeah, it's entertaining. I would recommend it. It's not a must watch, but I would definitely recommend it. More Than a Married Couple, but Not Lovers. Oh man, I have never been more conflicted with who I want to get together with the main character, than in this anime. Like, you got the childhood friend, and it's very clear that she is in love with the main character, and he's definitely in love with her. And so you see just how adorable they are together, and so you want to see them together. But then you see the main girl, who gets stuck with the main character. The two of them are stuck together as part of this school project where like a guy and a girl are paired up together and forced to act as a married couple and live under the same roof. And as the series goes on, she 100% develops feelings for him, and she completely falls in love with him. She starts off loving this other guy, but does end up falling for him, and he starts to have feelings for her, but he's also still in love with his childhood friend, and he's not sure who to pick, and I don't know who he should pick, because both girls are so likable. They're so lovable. So, like, it's impossible to know who he should choose. I mean, we know who he's going to choose in the end. It's about these two characters who lived in polar opposite worlds. He's a super unpopular nerd. She's a she's a super popular Gyaru type gal, and they're going to, they're going to fall in love. Like, it's obvious that that's where it's leading, but like, still, like, even if he chose to go with the childhood friend, I would still be satisfied. If he chose to go with the childhood friend, I would still be satisfied. If he chose to stick with this girl that the enemy is clearly, like, trying to push him with, I'd still be satisfied. Like, they're both wonderful girls. So yeah, I would say that is a must watch. Reincarnated as a sword. It's a must watch. Like, I'm not even gonna say much about it. Just reincarnated as a sword. You already have an idea in your head. You already have an idea in your head of what kind of isekai it is. It's a guy reincarnated as a sword. So he's not actually. So he's not the one doing a lot of this stuff. It's his wielder that's doing all this stuff. He has a lot of power, but it has to be brought out through the wielder. And his wielder is just the cutest cat girl I've seen in all of anime. I absolutely adore her. So Fran is just the cutest cat girl in anime. I absolutely adore her. That is my daughter right there. I love her. I love her and I will protect her. So yeah. Absolutely a must watch. And then Eminence in Shadow. Do you even need to hear my rating for this one? It's a must watch. It's absolutely a must watch. And everyone has watched it. Everyone has praised it. There's nothing I could say about it that hasn't already been said. It is fantastic. It is a wonderful isekai. It is hilariously cringe, but it knows it's cringe, and it leans into that. It embraces the cringe. It embraces the cringe and wears that cringe as a badge of honor. Like, it is not afraid to be It is not afraid to be cringy. It is not afraid to be just super silly, goofy fun. And I love that. I absolutely love that. It is wonderful, must watch. So, let's see. Okay, that's all 16. That's all 16 anime. Okay, so next time it's going to be winter 2023, and there's how many? 1, 2, 3. Oh god, there's 19? Oh god, there's 19 animes. Okay. Oh. Got 19 animes to get through next time. So, that's it for this video. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good jazz. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.